sa pageantry, and nagtanong ako sa kanila about kung sino yung nakikita nila na top 6 nila and then plus 4. So all in all, it's kind of like 10. And let's hear what they can say, and let's hear who is their winner. Na?
Hello, Clorelas, mabuhay. This is Giselle Ortega and welcome back to Pageant Chica. Hindi, hello. At syempre sa subscriber ng Pageant Chica, eto ang aking top 6 sa Miss Universe Philippines 2026 as of now. May number 6, para sa Miss Universe Philippines lang to ha, walang kinalaman doon sa ibang corona. Number 6, Tarlac. Number 5, Cebu Province. Number 4, Cebu City. Number 3, Taguig. Number 2, Pampanga. And number 1, La Union. Yan po ang aking top 6 so far sa Miss Universe Philippines 2026.
Good day, Pageant Chica, and good day, Andy, and to all your Pageant Chica viewers. Today, I'm giving you my top 6 choices at this year's Miss Universe Philippines 2026. I actually based this after this 2.5 months of activities and events, and based on what I've observed about this strongest 6 girls in this competition. So without any hesitation, here are my top 6, guys. Number 1, none other than my very favorite, La Union, Bea Milan, Windorski. Number 2, it's Taguig, Bella Ismael. Number 3, Cebu Province, Nicole Borromeo. Number 4, Cebu City, April Smith. And number 5, another favorite of mine, it's Pampanga, Allison Hetland. And my top 6 position is none other than Baguio, Roxy Baines. So guys, take note of this top 6 because for me, these 6 girls that I've mentioned in my top 6 are actually the strongest in my list in this year's competition. Thank you everyone. It's Ron Sant. Bye.
Hello mga kachika, it's me Primo Sacramento, and here are my top 6 for Miss Universe Philippines 2026. 6th place goes to Laguna. My 5th place is Baguio City. 4th place, Cebu City. 3rd place, Pampanga. 2nd place, Taguig. And my number 1 spot is La Union.
Hi, Sir Andy. I really appreciate for your one of the selected. Hopefully, magustuhan nyo po. Pero sa akin lang to kung ito yung magiging MUPH, possible na maging top 6. Number 6 is Baguio, Miss Baguio, Roxy Baines. Number 5 is Cebu City, April Smith. Deserve for the crown. Number 4, Cebu Province, Nicole Borromeo. Hopefully, I mean, of course, obviously, Pampanga. Number 3, Allison. Number 2, oh my God, the Altahan, Bella Ismael from Taguig. And number 1 is Bea Milan Windorski from La Union. Obvious, oh my God. Ang tanga na lang ng MUPH Orga kung hindi siya ipapanalo. Oh my. By the way, thank you. I'm Cecilia, or aka CEC Top. I'm from Northern Cyprus, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you po, Sir Andy.
The Miss Universe Philippines 2026 finals will take place a week from now on May 2nd. Here are my top 6 favorites for the crown. My top 6 for the crown, starting with Roxy Bayans, Miss Baguio City. As you know, she was Miss Philippines Earth 2020, and she made the top 4 at Miss Earth 2020. During an interview, she said that she wants to pursue other dreams, and that includes winning the Miss Universe Philippines crown. Should she win the major title, I think she will make an excellent representative of the Philippines. Then we have Cebu Province, Nicole Borromeo. As you know, Nicole represented the Philippines in Miss International 2023, where she placed 3rd runner-up. The outgoing Miss Universe Philippines, Adisa Manalo, also competed in Miss International back in 2018, where she became 1st runner-up. So with her Miss International experience, expect Nicole to possibly win Miss Universe Philippines this year. Oh my God. My next favorite is Bella Ismael, Miss Taguig City. As you know, she was first runner-up in Miss Universe Philippines 2020, but she returned this year with a bang. She is determined to win the top crown, and I think she could possibly take it all. Another favorite of mine is Cebu City, April Smith, one of the tallest contestants, and I have to say that she has the most incredible body in the entire competition. Should she win, and when she goes to Puerto Rico for the competition of Miss Universe, she will definitely draw a lot of attention, believe me. So if there's a dark horse in the entire competition, it has to be Marian Arellano, Miss Starluck. This young woman has been consistent from day one. She surprised me during the interview. Her stage presence is amazing, and I can see her doing very, very well on the international stage. And last but not least, Bea Milan-Windorski, representing La Union ever since she arrived in the Philippines. This girl has been turning heads, and she has been on everybody's favorite list to win the Miss Universe Philippines 2026 crown. And not only that, but she has an extremely universal appeal. So I think she could possibly win the title all the way through.
Hi Andy, ¿cómo po? I hope that you're doing well. I have my top 6 that I think will make the MUPH finale. So for my top 6, in no particular order, I have Cebu City, Cebu Province, La Union, Taguig, Albay, and Tacloban City. So I think that those 6 ladies will enter the top 6. But 4 ladies who I think could potentially penetrate the top 6 in addition to those would be, again in no particular order, Mountain Province, Muntinlupa, Pampanga, and Manila. There are obviously a lot of talented ladies, and I think Luciana Laguna could be a great wildcard pick, but we will just have to wait and see. So I hope that you're doing well, and maraming salamat po for including me in your studies or your video. And I hope that you're having a great day.
Hey guys, Pageant Wonders PH here. 7 days before the finals, here are my top 10 early prediction for Miss Universe Philippines 2026. At my number 10 is Alex Colmenares from Negros Occidental. Number 9 is Generos Javier from Sultan Kudarat. At number 8 is none other than Justin Felizardo with her strong aura and good pasarela. Number 7 is a very stunning face, Isabel Press from Laguna. And of course, at my number 6 is April Smith. Since day one, she stand us with her Amazona aura, very strong personality, and a very great presentation during the prelims. So I'm expecting and rooting for April. And of course, at my number 5 is none other than Roxy Bayans from Baguio, of course. The experience she has, the face, the body, the walk, she can talk also. So we can never go wrong with sending Roxy in any type of pageant. Any titles she can get, we are rooting for Roxy. And of course, very stunning, very radiant in the camera, of course. Great presentation during the prelims and daily activities and sponsor shoots. Nicole Borromeo from Cebu Province, of course. And at my number 3 is one of the strongest newbie in this competition is Alison Hetland. Very beautiful face, statuesque, modelist, and she worked hard for this spot up to this moment. So I think Alison Hetland will go up to the top. She's one of the strongest in this batch. And of course, at my number 2 is Bella Ismael from Taguig. Great presentation during the prelim. Since day one, she always offers something very amazing. She's phenomenal. She has a good communication skills, a very great pasarela, very beautiful face, and the packaging, she's very expensive looking. And of course, my Miss Universe Philippines 2026 is none other than Bea Milan-Windorski of La Union. Of course, Bea is one of the universal beauty in this batch. She is tall, she can speak, she can walk, strong aura whenever she stepped on the stage. And we all know yung caliber ni Bea is sobrang pang-universe talaga. She has advocacy, a legit advocacy. I am rooting for Bea in this batch, and I hope that she will pull off a surprise during the finals. So, bye!
Hello, everyone. This is Migo for Contestera Fashion 3. I'm giving you my top 6 in Miss Universe Philippines. First is Miss La Union, Bea Windorsky. Definitely, she's beautiful, smart, great body, pretty much everything, and top notch. Second is Taguig. Definitely Bella Ismael. She's my favorite performer. Pretty much, siya number 1 ko during preliminary round. Definitely. Then, of course, my third one is none other than Nicole Bermeo from Cebu Province. My fourth is April Smith, Cebu City. My fifth is Baguio City. And my sixth is Pampanga. But Sultan Kudarat is my Pina choice.
Kalimera, all the way here from the Greek island. Actually, I was asked by Sir Andy na I give my top 6 and plus 4, so I guess it's top 10. So, ayun na. Every competition, every beauty pageant, it has to come to an end. So, eto na. Wala nang patumpik-tumpik pa. So, ang papasok sa top 10 ko ay una na dyan, unahin na natin si Negros Occidental or si Alex Colmenares. Honestly, si Alex Colmenares, nakikita ko talaga sa kanya yung binibining Pilipinas beauty queen like Shamsi Supsup. Yan, ganyan talaga nakikita ko sa kanya. Well, when it comes to performances during the preliminary, she really delivered. Siguro yung ano ko lang sa kanya is yung beauty niya kasi sabi nga pang binibini, hindi siya pang Miss Universe. And the international appeal, so I think kulang pa. But of course, for me, it's an easy pick for Negros Occidental kasi she's really performing in this competition. She's a big surprise. Number 1 in one of my dark horses. Ayan. Next one na papasok sa listahan natin ay si Muntinlupa or si Adela May Marshall. Honestly, marami pa rin naman nagsasabi sa kanya na model lang siya, di ba? Sinasabi, beautiful face lang siya. And pang Asia's Next Top Model pa rin yung performance. But yes, there's a truth with that. But for me, kasi hindi mo naman maalis talaga yung pagiging Asia's Next Top Model, pagiging modela, because she's it, di ba? She's part of it, and it's part of her. So, I think being a model is just a plus for her. But of course, she already discovered, a beauty queen in her, plus the maturity. And she's more, she's more matured, and yeah, she found out her womanhood here. So, na-develop naman yung sarili niya. But for me, like what I've said, you can never go wrong with a beautiful face. And if I will be the sponsor or MUPH, I'm gonna give, this girl a shot because she can be an ambassador, she can be a brand. So that's why even if she's not performing that explosively, because she has that beauty, remember, it's a beauty pageant. So, isa pa sa papasok ko, I see it's beauty pageant, so I'm gonna go with the beauty. So it's gonna be Tarlac, si Marian Arellano. Hindi rin ganun ka-explosive yung performance niya, diba? Pero she has the height, she has the beauty, she has the confidence. Ayan. Kaya kung ako ang sponsor, I think parang yin and yang sila. Mistisa lang si Muntinlupa, and then of course, si Tarlac ay, di ba, medyo nandun sa Morena side, Pilipinang-Pilipina. So, she could really be next ambassador of any sponsor, di ba? Or a brand. Depende sa kanila kung sino talaga. Kung ako talaga, gusto ko yung beauty nila pares, magkaiba. Very deadly sila. Dynamic duo. Deadly duo. Ayan. And then, isa pa, I'm just guessing na, di ba, may Pina Beauty, it's gonna be the 7th spot, di ba? So, I'm just guessing, maybe it's Sultan Kudarat, so Jen Rose Javier. Siguro when it comes to Jen Rose, siguro maswerte siya kasi kung babagsakan talaga siya ng Sultan Kudarat ng, 'di ba, ng malaking boto. So she could really notch, 'di ba, easily, 'di ba, yung 7th spot. So ayun, and when it comes to beauty naman, of course, like Tarlac, Morena Beauty rin siya na ganda-ganda ng beauty nito, plus her styling, most of the time, very on point naman. When it comes to performance, dun lang talaga ako nakukulangan sa kanya. But of course, it's a Pina Beauty vote, so if she really get that, so diretso na siya sa 7. Yeah, but before I reveal my top 6, since nasa Greece tayo, let's change location na, di ba? Tama! There you go. Ayan, nakapag-transition na tayo. So, let's continue. Let's move on. My number 6 spot goes to Cebu City or si April Smith. Well, she's already a veteran and why not? This is her 3rd time officially. So, ng Binibining Pilipinas and then ng first edition ng MUPH. Actually, nag-semis lang siya sa dalawang, competition na yan. But this time, I think it's about time na maka-enter siya ng top 10 or possibly makasungkit siya ng corona. But in my preference, she has the Miss Universe, or supranational or grand performance. But I think she lacks of Miss Universe aura, Miss Universe beauty. So, in my preference, it's about time na because she's being recognized, she is being noticed. It's just my preference. I think she could be the best option I can give it to her is a runner-up, second runner-up, first runner-up. I think that's all I can give it to her. But of course, I'm recognizing her performance. Next one is, I think she's a sure crown. I'm talking about Baguio City or si Roxy Bayens. Of course, she's not a veteran for nothing. She has the face, the behavior, good qualities, brand ambassador, and of course, she already built her career in terms of being a celebrity or a beauty queen. And she is already established. Kumbaga, when it comes to sponsor and organization, hindi ko na siya pakakawalan because she is a best ambassador in this batch. So for me, she's a sure crown. Next one is, actually this one is really painful and it's really difficult for me as well because I want her, as much as I want her to win, I'm talking about Cebu Province or si Nicole Borromeo. Well, I think this is the Nicole Borromeo, the best version of herself because from the past international beauty pageant that she was in, because she was boxed, diba? She was, she has to, be an international, the aura, the demeanor, she has to box herself into something that maybe she's not 100% sure. But for me, I'm really proud of her maturity and being herself. This is the best version talaga of Nicole Borromeo. Well, in terms of performance, hindi man siya ganun ka-prepare. When it comes to pasarela, hindi explosive ang kanyang aura. At the same time, the way she performs during the prelims, but I think because she has the good behavior, ganda ng rapport niya, ganda-ganda ng rehistro niya every time, and I think magkaka-crown siya. I just don't know which one, but I think I consider her a sure crown in this. So I hate to say that, but of course, that's ganun eh. I think she's not prepared for the MUPH crown. Next one is the top 3. Oh my God. Number 3 spot goes to another painful decision. My number 3 spot goes to Taguig. In terms of in papers, maybe in point system, I think Taguig is really head up against everybody else. So, baka sa inyo, top picks, number 1 siya, like that. Other hot picks, other beauty, pageant analysts, of course, in paper, she's my number 1. But of course, lagi nating sinasabi na hindi naman ang pinakamagaling, hindi lahat ng pinaka-performer number 1 sa mga hot picks is siya yung nananalo. So, for me, Miss Universe performance, but she lacks of Miss Universe aura and at the same time, the international appeal. Again, it's my preference, but it's a painful decision. Kasi kung in terms of grading system, she could be the number 1. But again, hindi lagi ang pinakamagaling ang nananalo. Ayan. So, next one is moving on. Another painful and very difficult decision, but I have to go with my gut. So my number 2 spot goes to La Union or sa BMW. Well, like what I've said, opposite naman siya ni Taguig. Ito naman si BMW, she has the Miss Universe caliber, she has the Miss Universe aura, and of course the intelligence, the comm skills, the beauty. But in terms of performance, kinakapos lang siya. But again, performance, it could be trained. Diba? Natututunan naman yan eh. But for me, in my honest opinion, she could be maybe the next or the Atisa Manalo, Alexi Brooks, and Ileana Aduano or Winwin Marquez of this edition. So, it's really painful. But I think it's just my, instinct. So, again, it's so hard to pick the number 1 spot. But maybe BMW, it's not her time yet. So that's why I came up to the decision that my number one spot goes to Pampanga or si Alison Hetland. Of course, si Alison Hetland, she has all the right, she has all the means, she has the DNA to be the next Miss Universe Philippines because she has the height, the beauty, the styling, the aura, the projection. Oh my God. Of course, in terms of performance, sabi ko nga, natututunan naman yan, and we don't need the best speaker in this batch because it's in Puerto Rico, and even if we send the best speaker, I think it's gonna be useless. But of course, it's still advantage, but it's not a requirement rather. So that's what. So my number one spot goes to Pampanga. Ayun. Thank you so much, Sir Andy. And yeah, hola hola.
Nicole, good presentation sa gala night. Yung prelims swimsuit niya is also good. But I'm not impressed dun sa closed door interview. So that's why nilagay ko lang siya sa 6. But it can change. With April, number 1 siya sa akin sa Aqua Boracay. Also good ang presentation niya sa gala prelims and sa CDI niya. With Roxy naman, lagi siyang nasa top 5 list ko sa lahat ng activities. That's why I put her on my number 4 for now. At number 3, Bella, I know perfect ang execution niya sa pasarela at the same time sa closed door interview. But for now, nilagay ko muna siya sa number 3. My number 2 is Alison. Umangat siya sa akin for me. Maganda ang rehistro niya sa stage at may winning glow ako nakikita sa kanya. So, need lang niyang ma-improve ang kanyang pasarela but overall is okay. And at my number 1, si BMW. Overall performance, pasarela, presentation-wise, Q&As, talagang panglaban sa Puerto Rico. So, ngayon is siya ang number 1 ko.
So ayan, narinig na natin ang kanilang mga napupusuan at ang kanilang mga winners. And mostly nga po ng mga napili nila, mostly is si Miss La Union, si Bea Milian Windorski. And then the rest would be like iba rin, si katulad ni Ace, is si Pampanga ang kanyang winner. And then, but most of all, karamihan na pumuntos is si Bea Milian Windorski ng La Union. And now, sa akin naman po, ang akin pong mga napupusuan for this top 10 ko. And sa tingin ko, si Mountain Province ang aking number 10, si Sultan Kudarat, Negros Occidental, at saka si Tacloban. So yan pong apat na yan, pag yan ay nakapasok sa top 10 at kapag nakapenetrate, and si Negros Occidental naman at saka si Mountain Province is umaariba po sa voting. And then at the same time, si Sultan Kudarat. So tingnan natin kung sino naman yan sa dalawang yan, si Sultan Kudarat at saka si Negros Occidental, ang talagang may solid supporters sa kanilang mga representation. And who knows, baka maulit-ulit yung tulad ng ginawa ng Sultan Kudarat last year, di ba? Yung ginawa kay Chelsea Fernandez. And pero si Negros Occidental is umaariba. And as we all know naman, nilabas na ng dun sa Misamis yung 10 nanalo sa Maya voting. At nandun nga po si Sultan Kudarat, si Negros Occidental, at saka si Mountain Province. And then the rest is mostly mga Filipino community abroad ang mga nakapasok. So talagang sinusuportahan nila yung kanilang representative dito sa Miss Universe Philippines, no? And then sa akin pong pang-anim, so sa akin pang-anim nga po na pwesto na sa tingin ko is talagang makakapasok pa rin ito si Cebu Province, si Nicole Borromeo. Even though nakikitaan ko siya na parang nagfe-fade away siya para sa akin and then parang hindi ko nakikita yung kanyang enthusiastic energy. Maganda naman siya, kaya hindi siya talaga maiaalis sa roster ng top 6. And then ang aking number 5 is si Cebu City. Si Cebu City, all of throughout the categories sa swim, sa gown, and then sa CDI, talagang pasok na pasok siya sa banga. Pero syempre, alminin naman natin, this is a beauty contest with regards to the face card sa pagandahan ng muka, medyo doon siya nadedehado. Pero in other aspects, talaga namang umaariba siya ng todo. No? And then ang aking sunod po is number 4, si Baguio City. Parating nasa top 5 yung babaeng yan. Ewan ko ba? Kasi yung energy niya, yung kanyang confidence, at saka yung personality niya, Miss Personality talaga siya. Hindi mo siya baliwala lang talaga. And then, ang aking pangatlo, si Pampanga. Si Pampanga nagkakaroon ng winning glow for every category na nakikita ko sa kanya. And malamang, tong pangatlong to, si Pampanga, possible na mangyari na siya ang manalo. Pero tingnan natin sa finals kung meron siyang winning glow at kung yan ay lalabas, siya ang mananalo dito. Tumpak yan. And then, sumunod naman is si Taguig. Si Taguig, as everybody is saying, parati siyang uno, parati siyang 95%, 100% sa kanyang mga performance sa bawat category. Pero sabi nga ni Tony, di ba, ang lahat ng mga first honor or valedictorian or summa cum laude, hindi naman napapadala yan kapag naghumiling ang basketball team ng kanilang muse. Diyos ko, so, syempre, sa akin naman, ganun talaga yata. Pero I have a very big feeling na baka siya ang ipanalo ng organization, si Taguig. Kasi syempre, alam naman natin na first runner-up siya noong 2020 ng Miss Universe sa Philippines, yung first edition, di ba? And that is during pandemic time. And ang aking number 1, si La Union, si Bea Windorski. As we all know, talagang matangkad, matalino, tsaka may height, may katawan, may mukha na maganda. And I think lahat na sa kanya is nasa full package na siya. And hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy siya hanggang sa finals at hindi magbago ang kanyang winning glow. And yun na lang ang aking iniintay kung hanggang saan ang kanyang strongest ability na maipapakita niya sa finals. So, yung tatlong yon, yung top 3 ko, si Pampanga, si Taguig at saka si La Union, is possible yan na pwedeng manalo na Miss Universe Philippines. So, ayan, ang aking pong top 10 or top 6 na favorite na sa tingin ko ay pwedeng mangyari. And then, syempre, dun sa 6 na yon, 5 doon ay may corona. By the way, 7 nga palang pipiliin nila kasi nga, di ba, ang isa is Pina Beauty vote. So, 2 ang runner-up and then 5 crown and then isa po ay ang Miss Universe Philippines crown. No? So, yun po. And thank you so much kung umabot kayo hanggang dito. And don't forget po na mag-subscribe kung kayo po ay bago sa channel ko. Thank you so much din sa mga nag-click ng like dyan. And hopefully, makapag-live ulit tayo later on or sometime, maybe sa Tuesday, mag-live ulit ako together with Nell or Tony or whoever can come with me. And maraming pong salamat sa inyong lahat sa support niyo sa akin. At sa lahat po ng mga vloggers na nagko-cover ng Miss Universe Philippines. Supportan po natin ang candidate na gusto natin at wag po tayong magda-down ng iba mga candidates na hindi natin gusto. Ano po? And always remember, be kind to one another and do something good to your mom. Okay? Bye!